Today, the urgent needs within energy, climate, and education sectors demand innovative solutions. And that's the reason this fund was created, to power the breakthroughs leading that charge. Hi, I'm Melissa Vergara, and with me today is Lundgreen's Capital's founding CEO, Peter Lundgreen. Hi Peter, it's great to have you here. Tell me, how do you define deep knowledge within your company?
We invest into companies, or the fund invests into companies that really master some deep knowledge, excellence beyond what you see with just an average company, and also beyond, hopefully, the competitors. The fund is investing into as a carefully selected companies where we could say it can be the product is supported by a patent, strong IP rights, but it can also be the founders that are simply just so strong, and they might have a company that has a very strong market position or can grow into a strong market position. But this is sort of what we're looking at actually is, and it can be brought in different sectors.
I see. Are there any sectors or industries that you prioritize for this fund?
Somewhere we say we have more insight. So there can be some sectors where we say it doesn't really fit into how we would like the fund to move, and it can also be that we say, okay, it's very hard for us to gain the right insight to take the right decisions. Otherwise, we have alternative funds that are aimed precisely to what you call the green areas, where we are involved in really high quality clean tech. The company we work for there is top 3 in the world, and these people we have worked for since 4 or 5 years. Meaning there are some sectors within the green energy field where we really have a lot of insight, and we are recognized by around the world to have this insight, and we actually get other companies that are asking or requesting us if we could do the same for them as we have done for the company we work for. So there are areas where we do have a good insight, but actually what we are very good at is to find the right people, also to spot the right people and say these people are good, they can make it, and then we are happy also to support that process actually. So this is part of how we work and think.
That's an interesting bit that you shared about one specific company, but would you mind sharing some information about the other companies in the portfolio?
Clean tech, green company we work for since many years, and the Deep Knowledge Fund is also invested into this clean tech company called Mass Makes. It is a Danish award-winning company. We also have a smaller company that is fantastic in move air within buildings in a new way without classical ventilation systems. For other buildings where renovation is needed, they can move air by pushing the air, and it's not necessary to install huge ventilation constructions. First of all, this is again climate friendly because you simply use less building material, but it's also much more intelligent in how they move the air. And at the same time, they can at any exit or entry point of the air in a room or in a building measure everything about the air quality in real time.
Wow.
This is simply the new standard of ventilation. And how to construct ventilation is typically pretty old-fashioned, as people do as they normally have done. So there's sort of a fight of getting people to think this way. But it's winning now and fascinating. So these kind of things we like to invest into.
Okay. That's really interesting, Peter. Who is eligible to invest in this fund?
So basically everybody are always welcome. It is an alternative investment fund, and it means that by law the minimum investment is €100,000. Okay. That we can't change, but apart from that, basically everybody can invest if they want to allocate this part of the money. Should be mentioned maybe that the fund is aiming to invest into very young companies. As when we start up the investment process into a company, the company is probably loss-making. It is what we call seed money, meaning it is a very early stage in the company's lifetime we invest in. And then we typically could go up to a Series B. It's when a company is sort of what we call scale up. meaning it is earning money, approved that it can do the business and is now ready for expansion. There can we invest for the first time, but it will typically be where we invest for second or third time. And this is the area before a company goes to an IPO process. It is where we, by experience, have the biggest gains for the investors. And this is the reason why we are there as well. But we also feel comfortable. It's a process we've done ourselves, and it's where we have a lot of companies in our ecosystem moving in that area. So we're used to deal with this kind of investments. So I also say which kind of investors should look at the fund. Surely people who like to be exposed to these younger growth companies.
Okay.
That is important to say, yeah. But otherwise, each and everybody can knock on the door.
Great. Thank you, Peter. Thank you for sharing such interesting details about such an interesting fund.
Thank you, Melissa, and thank you for hosting me.
Thank you for watching. To learn more about this fund and everything Lundgreen's Capital, please visit our websites to know more.